Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest, or side chat, I should say, about video games with myself and Exile Magpie.
Hello! It's been a while.
Been a while. But it's alright, nobody watches these videos.
Yeah, no one watches these videos, but due to the fact that, one, you're poor, and two, your PC kind of died.
So I had to
save up for a new one.
I had to buy a brand new one, and I've upgraded.
You have?
I have definitely upgraded.
He a good boy.
I've got an SSD in it this time.
Oh, you got an SSD. I think it is either on par, if not better than mine. Mine's quite old now, so I need to replace. I need to renew mine, but
yeah,
I need money.
Whoa, we're back!
Hey, we're back! Boy, think that a lot of things have happened.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened.
So where to start?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Where to start?
There's the bayonetta situation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that first, the bayonetta situation, because this is just weird and this has gone all over the place now. So, if anybody doesn't know, which, to be fair, if you don't know...
If you haven't been living under a rock, you know about this.
Yeah, pretty much. The original bayonetta actress, Helena Taylor, she came out
accused Platinum.
Saying that Platinum only offered her a flat $4,000 to play Bayonetta for the entire game.
To voice for Bayonetta for the entire game.
Which is very, to which, by the way, voice actors are incredibly underpaid anyway. Yeah. Before we go any further with this.
Yeah, like...
They are underpaid.
Yeah, they do, like, this is... And a lot of people, like, potentially... Not drew parallels, but, like, there was... Not comparisons, but a lot of people like bring up like David Hayter getting replaced by Kiefer Sutherland because the person who voices Bayonetta in Bayonetta 3 is
she's another voice actor.
Yeah, actress. She's a more like higher rated. She's a more not mainstream, but she's usually getting bigger roles per se, and I can't for the life of me remember it because my brain is deciding to go on AWOL.
I think it's Jennifer Hale.
Yes.
Jennifer Hale.
Who does it actually, from what I've heard.
Well, to be fair, when I saw the trailer, I didn't even know it was a different actress.
Yeah, she's done a very good job. Because she is. It's not like the Konami situation with Metal Gear where they.
I'm being very professional. Hold on.
Yeah, most professional of professionals. Where they got Kiefer Sutherland, actor. Not a voice actor, instead of David Hayter, who has been Snake / Big Boss since he had a voice.
Yeah.
So the fandom listened to her. She was asking for a boycott, and they got the usual camps of like, well, the boycott won't work, and we need to show our support, blah 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 blah, and it brought up the whole thing of like voice actors are not paid, especially in the game industry, are not paid. They're just.
I think if I remember correctly, the standard rate is roughly around about. It's like 4,000 for a scene. It's the standard rate.
Yeah. 4,000 for a session if you're not like the main star.
Yeah, if you're not the main star.
If you're not a big draw sort of thing, which is criminally low in my opinion, because like that voice actor gives so much gravitas to that character. Like the way the way they speak, and they give that character life in a sense. Like for example, the Mario movie. Because we're going to go probably into more voice acting stuff.
I was going to bring up the Mario movie later.
But we might as well bring it up now.
Yeah, we'll bring it up.
Jack Black as Bowser. Yeah, you can tell it. You know it's Jack Black, but you can tell he's putting on. It's Jack Black's Bowser sort of thing. He's definitely doing a voice, putting effort into it to make him sound like Bowser. He's not pretending to be Jack Black, pretending to be Bowser. Basically, it's his Bowser voice. He's trying to be Bowser. Unlike Chris Pratt, who's
just giving Mario
his voice.
Chris Pratt's voice.
Which is what we were all worried about when they announced it.
The weird thing about that is, though, like, he came out and said, like, he's been working on his Mario voice. And I was like, but you've not done anything.
Right, there's that one bit where he's like bouncing on the mushrooms and it's hey, it's me.
But that just sounds like it's him.
It seems forced. That's the other thing. It's like it's not. It doesn't sound naturally coming from someone who speaks like that all the time.
Aye.
Anyway, but back to Bayonetta.
Yeah.
So the accusation started out. People, obviously being people on the internet, gave the new actress shit, which was not
cool.
Not cool.
Not cool.
She basically was offered the job. She took the job. Did a damn good job with it.
To be fair, though, Helena Taylor did accuse Jennifer. I think it was something like she accused her of like jumping in and taking over, even though like she's better. Right. So hold on. So basically, what's happened is. Amongst all this, Jason Schreier then comes out and says, this is all a little bit more complicated than it's been made out to be.
Yeah, because Platinum basically turned around and went, no, we offered her more than 4,000.
They actually offered her 15k for the entire game.
It was like 4,000 for a session, and they were going to give her 15 for all the sessions plus the ending.
Yeah.
It was going to be 15k, which is again low, way too low for your main fucking character.
Unfortunately, though, that is the standard rate.
Yes, it is. It is the standard rate, and she got upset about it. That she felt that she should be paid more, understandably so. But she then came on to social media and claimed that she was only being offered 4,000.
Yeah.
Which muddies the water. It makes your point mute, which is it's counterproductive to what you were trying to do. If you had said they only offered me 15k to be Bayonetta, one of the most badass women in games right now, people would have gone, no, you need to offer her more. Give her 20, give her 30. Like, these people put time and effort in. Like it's not an easy job to go and be a voice actor. It's not. And so like I understand why she was upset, but then she went the wrong way about it, and it's kind of ruined the conversation that we're having now is her lying instead of the conversation we should be having, which is that voice actors in games do not get paid the amount they should. And considering the fact this is from like companies like Platinum and Activision Blizzard and EA and who are billion-dollar companies who shove so fucking much money to their CEOs and boards of directors, like
the other problem is that when she first came out, she basically asked for a boycott in the game.
Yeah,
which. Okay, I can understand where you're coming from, but like the game isn't just you.
Yeah,
there's a lot of other people that are working on the game. They don't even get paid $4,000.
Yes.
So
I understand your points, but
there's no defending this. You can't defend the boycott.
Right. Here's the thing: the only thing companies actually care about is the dollar.
Maybe.
Right. That's the only thing.
Right.
I understand your point that if you boycott the game, the people that will suffer are not the people that need to.
Yeah, but that's
not the people
point.
But the only way actual change will actually happen if people stop buying the product. That is the only way change will actually happen. It's the reason why EA's sports series are the way they are, because people still pay the money for it. FIFA would not be the absolute shit show it is if it wasn't if people actually stopped spending money on it. Madden would not be an even worse shit show than FIFA if people stopped buying Madden every year and then spending God knows how much on a fucking pixel card game that is only viable for 1 fucking year.
She has actually come out and she's confirmed that she was offered.
Yeah, she's
15k for
and that's
free.
Yeah, that's the.
She the $4,000 was to voice, basically be a cameo, and she has confirmed that. To which she's said no. My thing against the whole boycott thing is, like, I know what you're saying, that the only way change is going to happen is if you don't buy the product, but you're being incredibly unfair on people who have actually worked on the game, on other people that have worked on the game.
Yeah,
they do not deserve that.
The other thing is, right, the other point I make is, like, if this was an industry that actually cared about its workforce, then then I could understand. Your point would have more merit.
That does lead into my point, though. That's the thing, right? So this industry doesn't really care about its workers. We understand that, right? So if we were to get all pissy and not buy a product because of a voice actor, right? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, like, now we're fucking with those workers.
Yeah, but here's the thing: regardless of whether or not we.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck with the workers.
No. Regardless of whether or not we buy the product, those staff will get paid and then let go. Doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't change what happens to those workers because they're treated like shit anyway. That's the other point. Like,
I think that's a very broad and very...
Yeah, not every company is the same. I understand that. And it's not a brush all of it. But for example, Activision Blizzard, I honestly think you should boycott those games because, for fuck's sake...
We will be talking about Overwatch later.
Overwatch 2 will be mentioned, by the way. But, like, I honestly doubt if money stopped coming into that... The only way that company actually changes is if money stops coming into that company. Because it doesn't matter if they make 5 million, 10 million, 10 billion. That company does not give a shit about its workforce.
No.
And will not do anything. Like, it doesn't matter how much more money they make. That money will not find its way to the workforce.
Right.
It won't make way to the people that are doing the ones and zeros and making all the animations and all that shit. It doesn't make its way to them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Platinum here.
Platinum is a different thing.
Because Platinum is a much smaller studio.
Yes.
Granted, they are part of Square Enix, but they are a very small studio.
Now, Square Enix, on the other hand, yes, they're a multi-billion-dollar company that really needs to start making better decisions.
Yes. Actually, speaking of which, Square Enix, I know this is tangent, but the First Soldier Battle Royale thing,
yes.
They've closed.
Well, yeah, it was a mobile-only game.
Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't come to... I am generally surprised it didn't come to PC like properly, because I know people... Some people did where you can port it.
Yeah. Apparently it was a good game. The slight problem is it was a mobile game.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. You can't... Like, the mobile market is oversaturated and is literally a sea of shit. You could release the greatest game of all time. Unless you look out and find someone to shine a spotlight on it, that thing will just sink. Regardless of how much you have to put in ridiculous amounts of fucking money because you're going up against... Because unlike like the console and the PC market where if you release a strategy game, you're up against a strategy game. You're up against other strategy games, Company of Heroes 3 is coming out soon, next month.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. That's a real-time strategy game. It's now got a world map turn-based strategy bit as well, which makes me more excited. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, that will be compared with other strategy games. You release a mobile game, that gets compared to everything.
Yeah, that's true.
It gets... You release a battle royale, that'll get... Not only will you get compared to all the other battle royales that are on the mobile market, but you'll also get compared to Clash of Clans for no reason. You'll be compared with Call of Duty because you're shooting things.
Yeah.
You'll be compared to literally everything on the market. And you need a absolute shit ton of money for advertising for it. If you don't do that, your game dies. Your game will die unless somehow, some way, someone accidentally shines a spotlight on it, a la Among Us.
I've still got my fingers crossed for the
entire
Crisis. They're doing Infinite Crisis. They're doing the entire Final Fantasy storyline.
So that's Crisis Core all the way to Advent Children. How that works, I do not know.
But yeah, it looks cool. I do, because it's just mobile at the moment. They've just said it's going to be on a mobile, but it's just like the Switch. You're releasing games on the Switch. Just put it on the Switch.
Put it on the Switch. It will do fucking amazing.
It will do well. It's gonna have skins and stuff that you can buy. Oh. So just release it free.
Yeah.
On the Switch.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Right? And then release this.
Here's the other thing with Square Enix. Live services. They are terrible at them.
Yeah.
They are absolutely
there you go.
awful.
Babylon's Fall. That was the other thing that happened. Babylon's Fall. I spent money on that game.
We've been away that long that Babylon's Fall came out.
No. We actually did a video on Babylon's Fall.
Oh yes.
Because I had actually.
That was one of the last ones before your PC decided to die.
I think Babylon's Fall killed my PC. I think that's what happened because I remember recording a little bit.
It made no sense, but I'll agree with you.
I recorded a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I think the game was that bad it killed my PC. My PC died.
Yeah, I couldn't put it over anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Couldn't stand it. Anyway, but back to because we got off on a tangent, which is what we do. Back to this. Again, like I say, if she started off with the original thing that she was offered, which is like the 15,000, we would have still gone. No, that's not.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she ever accepted the 15 grand, there's a likelihood that she wouldn't have even.
If she had come out and said, "Look, I've only been offered 15,000 for this, considering I'm, it's Bayonetta. I'm the, I would be starring as the main character, voice actor for this series. $15,000, while to many people would sound like it as a lump sum." Sound like a lot.
Yeah.
It's not really. It really isn't.
No.
For the amount of time and effort as a voice actor you would have to put in.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. To somebody like me, I work at the very bottom. So 15 grand in a lump sum, that's more than I earn in a year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying that. Like, I am putting that out. I earn way less than that in a year.
That is 3/4 of my wage. And I'm in an office job. So, yeah, it's a lot of... to us, it's a lot of money. But it really isn't for the job that they're doing. I'm
trying to find... because she actually said how much the franchise was. And I think... Because I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure she inflates the value.
Probably.
A little bit too much. But...
I would say Bayonetta is a multi-million dollar fucking...
Yeah, but I know she's going in like... She says billions. It's like in the 100 millions. And it's like, no. It isn't. It is a niche game that had to be bought by... Nintendo.
Yeah.
To be made...
I think if Bayonetta was released on multiple platforms, it probably would be now.
Yeah.
But... It's not.
It's just on the Switch.
It's just on the Switch. So I would probably say tens of millions at least.
Maybe tens of millions. I would say 50. I'd say I would go around about between the 50 and the 100 million.
But again, we're just spitballing this one.
This is just us being like, maybe.
Maybe. Based on what it's released and the fact that it is a niche thing. But then again, Devil May Cry 5 got released and did absolutely fucking shit tons.
It did massively well.
Yeah.
And that game is awesome.
Yes,
that's why that game is so good. And Virgil is amazing. I'm saying Virgil, god damn it.
But anyway, back to the situation. If she'd come out originally and said I only was offered 15,000 for Bayonetta for the whole thing,
yeah,
I think people would still be like.
I think people would still be like,
there wouldn't be the oh my god that they deliberately lowballed it so that she wouldn't accept. They would have been like, yeah, that's kind of sucky for the person that's basically voiced Bayonetta, that's given the character that like gravitas that Bayonetta has. Like, it's a bit of a sucky thing. But the way she's done it, people are now like, well, are you telling the truth out of this now? Yeah. Like, it changed the conversation from talking about voice actors not getting their fair due, which they should, to, well, she's a liar. And it's basically she torpedoed her own argument.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because, like I say, I honestly think even if she came out with the original contract that she was offered the $15,000, I think the community would have still supported her and said, no, this is wrong, you need to pay her more.
Because she was calling for a boycott, I think if she had actually come out with I was getting offered $15,000, I don't think it would have worked as much. There wouldn't have been as much outrage.
Yeah.
Not that they're not getting paid.
No, that's what I'm saying. There wouldn't have been the outrage if she said that $15,000. But there still would have been the conversation of voice actors need to be paid more. They do an awful lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that doesn't get used. A lot of stuff, like a lot of time and resources get spent on by these people to do the job that they do. And it's a lot of effort. And it's not easy. Some people do an amazing job. David Hayter.
Yeah.
He's an amazing voice actor. Literally. But anyway.
Johnny Ambosh.
Yeah, Mr. Maxwell is very happy that Bleach is back. And that's what disappoints me about this whole situation as what's happened, is that the conversation that we should be having has been derailed by this thing because she wasn't honest with people.
I think the good thing that has probably come out of this is that people are saying that voice actors
but it's no longer the main conversation.
It's maybe but eventually once that dies down, because it will, hopefully people can go to voice actors do actually need to start getting paid.
I hope so too. However, this is the gaming community. I don't think that will happen.
Probably won't. I'm a very optimistic person.
I mean, there's still plenty of people that are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't. You should. Oh, Activision Blizzard aren't that bad." What is wrong with you?
Games need to be $70 or like £70 because they're more expensive to make now. No, they're not.
No, we need to charge $70. We need to charge $70. Are you going to get rid of all the microtransactions? Of course not. That's where we make all our money. Then why are you charging $70 then if that's where you make all your money? Oh well, we need to make sure that the people who aren't the whales, we need to get their money as well.
Yes.
Also, now we need to get your time, which is
slightly annoying. Not going to lie. So moving on. Shame about the thing. Gotham Knights came out.
Yes.
I've actually just uploaded.
Yes, I've watched it. You seem to be enjoying it.
It's okay. It's all right. I did say in the first video that I'm quite happy that the rest of the Bat family are getting to shine. Yeah. So I'm hoping that the story, because it's started off at a high point.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So I'm hoping it can keep that because it's very high.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure you're going to be able to stick this landing. I'm not going to lie.
You jumped out of the plane at a very high point. You're doing really cool shit up there. The problem is,
you've got a good concept.
Do you know how you're going to land this thing?
So we've got. It started off well, but my main problem is that number one, the trailers for that game were terrible.
Yeah.
They did not show that great. The combat is all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
I've had a lot of people saying that.
It's one of those where it's everything is good enough.
Yeah.
There's nothing that shines.
Yeah, it's not like the Arkham series under
Rocksteady,
or Insomniac Spider-Man, where the combat in that is perfect.
I think I mentioned this during one of the videos. I'm I'm Nightwing and I'm running across the roofs and I'm ziplining, right? And there's this bit where you can press X to jump, and basically all it does is you stop and then you jump. Right, and I was like, well, you could have actually took something from Spider-Man here, because when you zip line to spot and then you press X at the right time and he just boosts himself.
Yeah, which is actually an ability, and you unlock that as an ability.
Yeah, but that's something that you could have done.
It may be in the... I don't actually, if I remember the skill trees, looking at them, they're all combat focused, aren't they?
Yeah. So that's something.
See, they should have had one tree for movement.
But it is what it is. I think the main problem that a lot of people have with this game is the fact that for some very bizarre reason, this game on console is stuck at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. And
I do not understand why. Because
they stopped production on the PS4 version and the Xbox One version.
Yeah.
For performance reasons.
Yeah.
And now you're saying, oh well, it can't run at 60 frames per second. How unoptimized is this fucking game? Because I've looked at it. It's like it's not bright. It's not like it's not Kojima level of detail.
Yeah. The other thing with this is that it looks old.
Yeah.
Like it looks like the old Arkham engine. You know, from Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to that game, it still looks good, but like you can tell the
jumps in quality.
The jumps. If you go from Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight,
yeah,
right. This one looks like Arkham Asylum. It generally looks like that. There's a lot of like.
I think, and some people have already mentioned this. I think this was set up as a live service. And
that's what I think.
And then Avengers
bombed
badly.
To which actually, a lot of videos we've shat on Avengers. I have played it recently because it's free on the premium.
Yeah.
For PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, granted, it was free, so that might be why I'm like, this is all right.
It's not actual money you spend.
I haven't spent any more money on it, so maybe I was like, oh well, it's free. It's not bad. It is definitely a game that you need to play with friends. You need to play with friends.
And the argument usually against those type of games is a lot of things are better with friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Hands down.
A pile of shit can be fun with friends.
Yeah. But this game, with it being stuck at 30 frames per second, I don't understand.
Here's the problem. If this was the last generation PS4 and that, with a lot of those games were on 30 frames per second, they might have been able to get away with it. But, and it's something I noticed when I got my first PC.
Yeah.
Is when you see games running at 60 frames and then go down to 30 frames, you notice it. You notice the frame drop. You notice how everything seems to chug a bit more.
Yeah. There's some points in this where there's a bit where Alfred, he's going to put his hand on Dick Grayson's shoulder, and he it's sort of, you see it going up and then all of a sudden it just jumps. Yeah, and it's whoa, okay.
And if that's a cutscene, that's a 30 frames per second because you're used, because we've been playing stuff I think Genshin runs at
most
60.
Modern games will play it.
Destiny runs at 60 on PS5. The vast majority of PS5 games usually are marked to run at
most modern
60s.
games. Most modern games now on consoles run at 60.
Yeah. And so
granted, for the Xbox One and the PS4, it does, you can tell that it works. It works the engines, but the PS5 and the Xbox Series, the S and X, it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's not that bad. They can handle that, but also there's this fallacy that graphical fidelity is the be all and end all.
Yeah.
And it's no, give me a game that runs at 60 and I'll take a graphical downgrade. I don't mind a graphical downgrade if it runs at 60 because here, and I'm going to quote Total Biscuit here. Because TB basically said frame rate is king because it not only makes it look smoother, but your inputs are more quicker because you don't see your input until the very next frame. And if it's 30 frames a second compared to 60, the 60, it's in half the time. The movement starts half the time. The input starts half the time, which means it's quicker in there. So there is an actual, I know some people say, well, the eye only sees 24 frames per second. Yeah, but it's not the human eye that's dealing with all this. It's the whole thing of, pressing the button and seeing what the button does on the screen. Yes, it is a fraction of a second, but the more, especially when you get into like shooters and Arkham style combat, where it's like timing of your dodges and button presses, like the more frames you have, the more quicker your reactions can be.
Yeah.
Because the moment you press the button, it's the next frame that you see that happening.
Yeah. It's also very slow. The game can be very slow.
Yeah,
but
I've seen.
I'm enjoying it right now, but there again, I am a Batman fan.
Yeah.
So I am going to be a little bit biased to this game.
Yeah.
Which is fine. My worry is that when Suicide Squad comes out,
just
because that game looks fantastic. Like I am massively looking forward to that game. That's being done by Rocksteady.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not a live service, it's a drop-in, drop-out co-op game.
Squad brawler.
Squad brawler.
I'm just gonna be Shark King.
It's either Harley Quinn or Captain Boomerang for me.
I know, but Shark King for me. Hand.
Yes, that is your hand.
Nom nom.
I know. There are some people that do not like that movie. I generally like.
Look, I love Sylvester. It's Sylvester Stallone, isn't it? I love Sylvester Stallone as Shark King. Nom nom.
That's all I want him to do now. I just want him to be Shark King and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like just be Shark King for the rest of your life, mate. Just be Shark King. You don't need to do any movies. Just do what James Earl Jones did and just be like, well, I've got Vader money, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Just do that, buddy.
So it's come out. It's better than my worst fears.
Better than the Avengers.
Yeah, it's better than what I was worried it was going to be.
I do think there's time for this game to
get better,
improve,
and I do hope it introduces more characters to be. Like you want
Damian Wayne.
I want Damian Wayne. I want that asshole.
The thing is, they've come out and said this isn't going to be a live service.
No, I know. So they're not going to,
unless they bring out DLC like the old.
No, the Arkham games. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they introduced Nightwing and I think Batgirl.
Yeah.
In Arkham City.
Arkham Knight got Batgirl and a Red Hood.
Red Hood. And Arkham City got a
Nightwing and a Robin.
Yeah. So
and a Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them doing that. So yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's and to be honest, we need some games that aren't like amazing. We
need those mid-tier games.
Not every game can be Elden Ring.
We need that mid-tier game.
Yeah.
We need those mid-tier games.
That are happy to be mid-tier games. Because that's when you get shockingly good games like God of War.
Yeah.
The original God of War wasn't going to be like the multi-billion-dollar franchise it is now.
Early accesses have actually got to play that.
A lot of people are saying
it's very good. So that I will be playing that game.
Sony Santa Monica looking like they've got another home run in their hands.
To be fair, this would be I believe that Ragnarok's a very low ball. Like I think the hype for that game is ridiculous.
I know, but the thing is, they could have just like hit it for a normal home run. No, from the sounds of it, what people are saying, they decided to we're going to hit the fucking stratosphere here.
Good. Anyway, moving on. Overwatch 2 came out. The free game.
Yes, Overwatch 2, which is not Overwatch 2. It is Overwatch 0.75.
Yes.
Because they've removed an awful lot of shit.
It's just Overwatch.
Yeah, I
was hoping I will. Right, so I'm going to start with. At first when I first heard it was going to go 5v5, I was very dubious about this because I was just like, because a lot of the characters are built for 6v6, right? And we will get to that in a moment, but I have now, as somebody who's been playing Overwatch since it came out on a regular basis,
you played the beta.
At least twice a week. I paid for the beta.
Yeah.
I've played that at least twice a week. I have regularly played Overwatch.
Yeah.
For the last, how long has it been out now for?
2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I'd say 3 weeks.
No, not Overwatch 2. I mean Overwatch as a
whole. Overwatch.
Because I'm saying this is Overwatch. This isn't Overwatch 2. Yeah. This is just Overwatch.
It is. Oh God, 2.
Because you can't play Overwatch 1.
I want to say 5 years.
You can't play Overwatch 1 now. It's
gone.
Scrapped. It's just Overwatch 2.
Heaven forbid anyone liked the previous Overwatch.
But I do believe the 5v5 is a massive improvement.
It is. It is when you don't get people who throw a hissy fit and quit.
Yeah.
Or which is something I've noticed, and I'm getting really annoyed with. People coming in, not picking a character until halfway through the friggin'
match.
game.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that they want more people to come in, but the problem is that this is Overwatch. There's already a fan base. The people who don't like Overwatch are not gonna like this. It's Overwatch 0.75. It's not even Overwatch 1 because they removed so many things. And I'm not even on about like the 6th fucking member of the team.
Yeah, I know.
Like they've removed the on fire marker. Yeah. Like the HUD is so fucking generic. Useless.
It's so generic.
Like apart from my health and my ultimate, literally nothing else there.
I think they have added in the some sort of quote now because I was Moira during some point.
But it's not tied to how well you're doing. It just comes if you get like 2 kills. It's like it comes out with a quote that you're doing so well, and it's like, but I didn't do that much.
I think a 5 kill streak as Moira.
Yeah,
and then Moira said something. Yeah. I can't remember what she said.
But the thing is, though, if you get that same quote, because I'm a Moira main now, because all role queues is basically just the second support queue.
Yeah, and you say it just takes. You know why that is?
Because
no one's playing support.
No one's playing support. So. Because it's not. Do you want to know why no one's playing support? Because now you've only got one tank. You have to keep the tank alive. You're squishy as hell, so that pardon me, the DPSs can absolutely wreck you. Like I cannot win a fight against a DPS at the moment, and 90% of them are Genjis.
I do all right. I do okay.
The thing is, a 1-on-1, a support is going to 99% lose to a DPSer because they don't have the DPS to fucking kill the DPSer. Right? I
don't know, my Brigitte.
Because now we're down to 5, it is so vital for the team to stay together.
Yeah.
Because Ruffle Stomps are fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it's so easy just to get Ruffle Stomped, and actually 2 Ruffle Stomp.
Yeah.
All it takes is for one team to not have any sort of cohesion or to not pay attention, and that's it.
Oh hell,
you've
just
either lost or
you've
won.
One DPS, I just care about their KD.
Yeah.
That's it, you've lost. Because that person will not play the objective at all. I once spent an entire fucking minute as Moira on the point on my own. The tank had died, Roadhog had died and come back, and I was still alive somehow. And do you know what the DPSs were? They were spawn camping.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Because I was too busy trying to stay alive, I wasn't killing anyone. The tank had gone. He wasn't killing anyone. The other healer was being annihilated. They weren't killing anyone. So those 2 DPSs were spawn camping fucking nothing.
I'm quite lucky I haven't had that problem. Although
that's the extreme. That is the extreme, and it has only happened once, but my fucking god. That was my first game of the day. That was the last game of the day. I was fucking furious because I don't understand these people that play Overwatch, which is an objective game, and go, I'm not going to play the objective. My KD's more important.
Yeah, no.
My KD's more
Which
important.
Which is weird because it's like...
Go play fucking Call of Duty then!
Oh no, because there's a deathmatch mode. Why don't you just go play that?
Oh no, because I died then. People are actually trying to kill me and I die because I'm shit at it. Like, this is the thing. Like, I out DPS the high DPSs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I'm like, yes, okay, I am an aggressive Moira. I totally understand that. I am an aggressive Moira. But I am aggressive to the point. I very rarely go beyond it unless I know I can kill the person and get back. And I still out DPS.
So I just use Baptiste because I can just stop at the back and just pop.
Yeah.
I don't need
Headshot with the burst.
I don't need to run straight forward. Just,
I know, but
just
like,
burst them.
it's like I'm trying to stick with the tank, and then there's times where it's like the tank just goes runs right past me, and I'm like, you're on one point of health. Can I heal you, please? Can I please heal you?
But this game did not obviously
launch
as with most games of this type. Did not launch fantastically.
As with Activision Blizzard's record, didn't launch well.
Servers were quite frankly.
They did not have enough servers. They got DDoS attacked twice.
And then you had to put your phone number in.
They then wanted people to put the phone number in. Like, I'm going to trust Activision Blizzard with my fucking phone number. Not.
Which you now don't have to do unless you never played Overwatch 1.
Unless you never played Overwatch 1, then they still want your phone number.
Yeah.
I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's not because also it has to be a contract phone. So not a prepaid.
Yeah.
Because they want people to behave in their games.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Ban the people that are fucking morons. That are deliberately fucking up everyone else's enjoyment. Ban them. Don't go, oh, well, naughty. 24-hour suspension. No. Ban them. Get them out of the fucking game.
The problem is that the thing with that is, like, they ban them and then they just make a new profile and a new account, which is fine. But, like, with the phone number thing, it's just the same.
It just basically, but here's the thing. It basically meant poor people couldn't play it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it was. Like, I mean, I know that's probably not what they wanted the narrative to be, but let's be honest, that's what the narrative is. They don't want poor people playing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you realise why they don't want poor people to play it. Because poor people will never be able to unlock anything in that fucking battle pass. It is the worst battle pass I've ever seen.
Very grindy.
It is the most
grindiest.
Whoa.
It's not the worst. I know I'm defending them here. It's not the worst.
I know,
still Halo.
That is very true. There is
Halo is it just tips it.
But here's the thing, right? I've been playing it Overwatch for
since it came out.
Since it came out, but not regularly.
No, Overwatch 2.
Yeah, no, but not regularly. Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Not regularly. I have tried to do it, but like there are times where I just get so annoyed with it. I get so annoyed of like the game will throw me into a game and we'll be winning and then like two players leave.
Yeah.
Now, okay, maybe it's a connection issue, but we're 2 weeks into the launch. You should have had this shit fixed. And there's a whole bunch of other things that I don't think it doesn't reward. It assumes teamwork has to happen, but doesn't reward teamwork. The only reward you get is you win.
Yeah.
You don't get you don't get any any extra stuff, or you get recognized. Like I get a lot of people saying, "Yeah, you did great. You did get recognition at the end of the game."
Yeah,
I'm healing them constantly. Also, the fact that they've made the time to kill a lot shorter now.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand part of the reason why, but it literally means, but you haven't balanced. They've balanced some things, like they've made the tanks better. They're more tanky. Diva can deal out some damage now, ridiculous amount of damage when she's point blank. It's her DPS point blank is fucking ridiculous, and I love it because I'm a Diva main. Granted, I don't want to spend 5 minutes in a queue just to play tank.
You mean an hour?
Oh yeah,
just to play tank. Yeah. The roll queues are
roll queue is fucking stupid. They should basically, but look, you're gonna get basically everyone lines up, and then the game throws you into a roll.
Yeah.
It's up to everyone to learn at least one tank, one DPS, one support. Because that's what I have. Granted, my DPS is currently banned and out of the game. You really had to make sure Bastion was not working correctly.
See, my main DPS is Ashe.
Yeah, I try Ashe. I'm trying to learn Ashe. Ashe is the one that I'm trying them all basically and seeing which one I do best with. Ashe is the one I tend to do a little bit better with than normal. So I maybe while I'm waiting for Bastion to come back, I hope he does. But again, it's like you had a character so broken that you had to remove him from the game and you launched.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: technically, this is not even a launch. All it is a update.
I would argue that it's a relaunch.
It's an update.
Yeah, it's like Destiny when they did Forsaken.
Yeah.
With Destiny 2. Basically what saved Destiny 2.
Yeah, except this has gone the opposite way. It's taken a lot of stuff like
it's taken a lot of they've done the EA thing of taking things out.
Support is also harder now. One, because there isn't a second tank that you can hide behind. But also, you know how you used to have everyone's health bars on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
And you could basically tell who was on, like, who was closest to dying. Right? That's gone. It's just this colour-coded thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not going to lie. I do not like that.
Okay.
I don't like what they're doing.
But also, it's like, you can see them through walls. Great. I can't heal them through a wall.
No.
But the biggest problem is the battle pass. The battle pass is awful.
Yeah, the monetization is terrible. Have you seen the shop?
Yes, the shop is fucking horrendous.
It is
good. Extortionate prices.
It is not good.
It is like I just refuse to. I'm refusing to spend any money on that.
I've not spent any money. I don't need to.
And do you know what? Of all the problems that we had, do you know what we're getting? A skin.
Oh yeah.
We're getting a skin. No, you couldn't give everyone like the battle pass for free. Oh no, can't do that. Can't do that. What would our whales spend money on?
Yeah. Nah, I'm alright.
I'm gonna be saying that I am kind of concerned with Overwatch 2. My worry is
I would worry, but my thing is that Overwatch has got its entrenched fan base now. It's there. Like, as much as you can say,
the problem is the fan base ain't happy with the current situation.
Yes,
right. We may have another Halo Infinite situation where the fan base just literally go, look, there's no point in me playing this game. There is literally no point in me playing this game. The battle pass. Some people are saying, oh yeah, all the stuff's great. Yeah, behind the paywall, the free stuff is one.
If you don't buy it, you don't get the battle pass.
No,
the next battle pass.
You still don't get. You still get some free stuff in the battle pass.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The items that are free in the battle pass.
Oh right, I didn't know that you got free stuff.
Yeah, you get free.
Pass.
I get.
Because I got the.
I've gotten the Winston's thingy skin. Yeah. Because otherwise, how the hell are you going to unlock Kieko if you didn't have access to the battle pass for free?
Oh,
you don't get access to everything.
Yeah, but
there are three things on it.
There, right, okay.
Yeah, but also like the new character. Yeah, level 55. Level 55.
You gotta grind. You gotta grind that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Over 550,000 experience points. Yes, I said that. 500,000 experience points. Are you taking the fucking piss?
See, that's why I just used up my coins that I had. I had a lot of coins, like a ridiculous amount of coins.
I don't care. I don't care about the game that much anymore. Like,
no, I didn't buy anything. It's just these were just coins.
No, you already had. I know you already had it, but like, I don't care about the game that much now.
Yeah.
Because of what they've done.
Oh, no.
And I know, and here's the thing: if the next battle pass is shit,
well, the next battle pass. This is the thing. The next battle pass should, because it's I think it's another 70 odd days, should come out with the co-op, because they said it was going to be early 2023.
Yeah, but this battle pass ends in 40 odd days now.
No, there's another 70 days left.
No, there was 50 odd days when I looked. When I started, there was 50 odd days, because I worked on. I have to level at least one a day to get Kyoko.
Right.
Right. So, what happens during that period? If there's not a battle pass following that, what happens? There's no reason to get on.
I've got a feeling there's not going to be a battle pass.
There's no. Here's the thing. What reason do you have to play the game now? Which means all the newbies that have come on, they're going to fuck off.
Yeah.
Which means queue times are going to get longer. Less people are playing. Connection's going to be worse because it's bigger distances. Which means less people play. And then you have the live service death spiral.
Yeah.
Which in Halo Infinite is going through.
I don't think it's going to happen. And mainly because of...
They need to have a battle pass for launch and for the end of this battle pass. And they need to explain how those people who don't get Kyoko at the end of this battle pass... Kiriko even. Oh, shut up. I do not have enough respect for Activision Blizzard to actually name their characters correctly anymore. After all, they're just blooming tick boxes for diversity to Activision Blizzard.
We know how you're going to be able to unlock Kiriko.
You pay for it.
Yeah. We know that's what it's going to be.
They've said there's going to be a free way to do it. I want to know what that free way is. And if it is spend 200 hours in the game... or 10 years, or how much bullshit they put, the game will die.
Yeah, I think it's going to be you buy it. I honestly think it's...
Oh no, you'll be able to buy it, but like they said, there was going to be a free way.
I don't believe him.
I think the free way is going to be ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I don't believe him for a second. I just don't.
And I think the second battle pass is where we're going to find out if the game lives or dies. I don't think they're going to have enough time to last for the co-op to allow. Because here's the thing: this is Activision Blizzard. If the player base dies, a death, I honestly don't think this Activision Blizzard will put the time and effort in to bring it back.
My worry is that because they've got like Overwatch 2, Overwatch has had a bigger influx of players because it's become free, right? They've said you're going to have to buy the co-op when that comes out, right? What's the price for the co-op going to be? Like, because like if that comes out like a full price game,
$70,
when you've got a free thing, no one's going to buy that. It's going to end up like Fortnite.
Yeah.
No one's going to buy the thing that you're supposed to buy when you can just play the actual fun thing.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
Like
it's going to die a death.
That's my main worry is because I'm the one thing everyone's been talking about when it comes to Overwatch 2. The only thing people have ever actually spoken about is what is the co-op thing going to be?
How is it going to play?
Because
what's it going to be like?
The co-op thing is what makes this Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Because the more you play, as for me, and not for you, but for me, as fun as it's been, it's not Overwatch. It's not a sequel. It's just Overwatch, and you took a character. And
it's Overwatch with less stuff. Like I said, it's Overwatch 0.75.
So the co-op thing really, one, has to hit this out of the park, and two, you generally need to make it affordable. I really can't see people spending...
The thing is also, it's going to be... Apparently, they're changing it to now it's going to be episodic as well. Like, it's going to come out in seasons.
Exactly.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You can't be doing... That's the thing that I'm worried about. It's like... Because as much as I like Overwatch, I'm not going to be spending... I'm not going to do what I do with Destiny, where as soon as they announce the next expansion...
Again, this is the fallacy. These bloody, like... Another thing is, all the lead designers... from originally they're gone now. This is going to be a completely different from what they envisioned. And seeing the way Overwatch 2 has been released, I'm not surprised they left. This is not the game they wanted to release.
Aye.
I can tell you that now. This is completely not the game they wanted to release. The whole thing of like the commitment to not having it be behind characters being free on launch, being available to everyone, because that's gone out the window. And then they say, oh well, no one played every character. That's not the point. A new character comes out, everyone plays that new character, figures out if it's for them or not, and then they go back to either their main or this becomes their new main. And also, on launch, the new character usually is fucking overpowered as fuck. Everyone remember Orisa when she came out?
Oh, and any of them,
Brigitte. Or Echo. Echo is the prime example. Echo came out and she was literally broken.
That was fun. I'm not gonna lie, like being Echo was when she first came out it was fun. It
wasn't fun to play against.
It wasn't fun to play against, but it was to actually be Echo when she was broken. It was fun. It did.
So here's my thing, and Kiriko has already been told. People are already saying that Kiriko Kiriko at the moment is a bit like in the hands of a good player. She's fucking broken as hell.
Yeah,
a player that doesn't know what the fuck she's doing with her is useless.
Yeah, which is why I don't use it.
Which is basically Genji at the moment.
Yeah.
Genji is fucking broken because now instead of 6 people to fight against, he's fighting only 5. And his Nano Blade lasts way too long to fight 5 people. Like, he can almost one-shot everyone.
Yeah.
It's annoying as fucking hell because it's like, oh, Genji's going Dragon Blade. Well, we're all dying now, aren't we?
I tend not to have so much problems with Genjis now, though. I can take out Genji quite quickly.
There's a difference between going up against a newbie who's never played Overwatch that's playing Genji because he's the cool cyber ninja.
Yeah, that's true.
And a person that has played Genji from Overwatch.
Yeah,
from the
true.
launch. Like, I can tell when someone is actually knowing what they're doing with Genji because I'm like, yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna die here. I'm Moira who can handle herself pretty well against Genji usually, and it's like, no, this guy's wrecking me. This guy's absolutely annihilating me because he's like bouncing around and just like he's behind me before I can even turn around and everything, and I'm like, I just can't cope with this fucking movement. What the fuck? And then he Dragon Blades and kills everyone.
That's true. I think the crossplay doesn't work as intended sometimes with this game, if you've noticed. Sometimes I'll play a game and
the lag spikes.
The lag just massively spikes, and the only thing I can think of, because
I wouldn't be surprised that if they're using Activision server theory, which is basically whoever's got the worst internet, they're the host.
It could be that. It could also be that. But like sometimes it'll just fling you about.
I get every now and then. You
get like a rubber band.
Literally unplayable.
And the only thing I can think of is that, well, it's got... Cause
at first I thought maybe our HUD's having a bit of a... Because we've just got new fibre, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, we're not a potato anymore.
Yeah, we're no longer communicating by pigeon. It's great! Like this video, which Mr. Maxwell will attest, used to take hours to upload. It will only take around about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Used to take all day. Used to take around about 12 hours. To actually upload, because that's how bad our internet was. And now it's just like I uploaded those free videos and
the first one was,
I think, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And this is why you don't give companies sole rights to do fibre. You will launch it to everyone.
I do want to move on from...
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to leave it with... I'm worried with Overwatch because I'm worried the player base, the fan base... are unhappy.
Yes, we are.
And they don't like the way they've gone. And if Activision Blizzard double down on it, they're going to alienate a lot of people.
Oh, they're doubling down on it.
People are going to move away, which then you have more people move away, and then more people because the ability to play and all that stuff gets.
But that's the thing. The thing with that is just that they don't care about that. I mean, Diablo Immortal shows that off. all they need is a couple of whales.
Yeah,
and that's all they care about.
But the thing is that when it only becomes just the whales, there's not enough of whales to keep the game going because there's not enough of them to play the games.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem. And then those whales will leave.
That's true.
Because they're not playing the game.
But yeah.
So,
but anyway.
moving on.
Enough about Overwatch, because who gives a shit about Overwatch, to be fair. Good news.
Yes.
We had a Resident Evil showcase, which looks like, just go and watch it. It looks fucking amazing. It was only showing off the new Resident Evil 8 DLC that's coming, which just it looks bonkers. I'm not gonna lie, it looks bonkers. But
I mean, one of them you're going to
basically
you
are
daughter.
Rose.
Yeah,
you're Rose. It's the story. It's a continuation of the story. It's actually finishing the Winter story. So whatever the next Resident Evil is going to be, it's going to be we're going to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Fine. But we're following Rose. She's going back to the village because she's got powers somehow, and by the looks of things, they're going a bit skew with, and she needs to possibly get rid of them. I mean, that's what this is about.
Yeah, or at least understand what those powers are to control them.
So there's that. But they also showed off some of the mercenary stuff, which, if anybody knows, we're getting Lady Dimitrescu, which means I'm probably actually going to try out mercenaries mode, just to try that out. And we're getting what the fuck's he called? Eisenwald?
Heisenberg,
there we go. That's his name. Yeah, Heisenberg. He's the dude with the big hammer and the metal.
Yeah, the metal thing.
Yeah, Magneto, but scruffy.
Yeah. And not as powerful.
So that looks all really cool. I am going to be, because I recorded Resident Evil 8, I'm going to be recording the Rose story stuff.
Yeah, because it's a continuation of the stuff. Because you did
and
7 as well.
And I like
You've done the entirety of the winter story. So
yeah,
might as well finish off.
I might even do Resident Evil 2 now that Resident Evil 4 has been announced, which goes on to Resident Evil 4. They actually showed off much more gameplay of it, instead of just Leon walking into a fucking hut.
Yeah, but that was the teaser release. That was this is happening.
I know, but still, like, they were like, yes, look at this gameplay, and it was just Leon walking forward and then into a hut.
This was actual gameplay.
Yes, we actually saw things, and like, I didn't think they could make this game. I didn't think they could make Leon any cooler than he already was in that game. No, do you know what they did? Do you want to know what they did? They gave him a parry fucking system. I was like, this is my game.
Now,
this is
here's the thing,
game.
to anyone that doesn't know, to Mr. Maxwell, if you add a parry system to your game, he will literally go on.
You have my interests.
You have my interest now, parry system.
I mean, I played Godfall because I could parry.
Because it had a parry system.
A really cool parry system. But that game's not worth it.
But yeah, apparently Leon can parry anything.
Yeah, by the looks of things, he can.
Including...
He parried the chainsaw dude.
He parried Dr... Oh, what's his name? Dr. Thingy Me Bob. But anyway, yeah, the chainsaw. He parried the chainsaw. Now, I know exactly why they've done this. Because I don't think there's going to be QuickTime events. Now, if everyone remembers, the most annoying part of the game was the Krieger fight.
Yeah.
The constant quick times that was so fucking like quick. Like you had half a second to put in the correct buttons, otherwise you're dead. Insta kills. So I think they're changing the Krieger. You're still going to get the Krieger fight, but that's going to be the... So, about the parry system. Have you learnt it? If not, bitch, you got to learn.
Yeah, you're gonna learn how to parry now. But yeah, I'm massively hyped now for Resident Evil 4. I know you can hear a bike. I know, but it's very hot in this room, and I need the window open.
Yes.
Because otherwise we will die and melt.
Yes.
Anyway, so there was that. They didn't really show anything that we didn't know. In all honesty, it just kind of showed off how cool Resident Evil is looking.
Yes.
Which is great. But all I want now is just Outbreak. I would really like a multiplayer Outbreaky type game. You don't even have to remake it. Just make a new one.
The RE engine is good enough for multiplayer.
Because you've done 2 multiplayers now, and although I don't like any of them, they both work quite well.
Yeah.
Because I've played Reverse, and it works. It works good enough.
Yeah.
And the weird resistance one that they came out with. The one that came out with Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, the death match.
No. It was like the 4v1.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
As
much as I didn't like it, I wasn't a big fan of it. It worked.
Yeah.
Like, other than, like, people would just leave the game. But maybe that was just,
connection.
And also my internet was, when I did play it, my internet was shit.
Yeah.
So who knows?
We actually have a decent internet now. We can actually test internet stuff. It's amazing.
It worked.
Yeah.
So I don't see a problem with an Outbreak type game. So even if you didn't remake Outbreak, I would like an Outbreak sort of game.
Yeah, where it's a bunch of you just trying to get through,
trying to survive and get out.
And each character has different strengths and weaknesses. Like only one person can handle a gun, and someone else is good at melee, and one other person is good at technical stuff and all that stuff. And depending on your group that you have, depends on what you have to do to get out.
Please,
Outbreak was really good. It just was just too far ahead of its time.
Please, Capcom.
It's a bit like Dreamcast.
Please give me an Outbreak. Just please. I really... Because my friends have never even heard of Outbreak. So my friends are just like, that actually sounds really cool. I'm like, yes! Because it is!
It is. We never played it because we didn't have an internet. We didn't have the internet at the time.
It was on the PS2.
It was on the PS2. Do you know how awkward it was to get the internet working on the PS2? I know! I had to set it fucking up!
But yeah, Resident Evil's looking good. It's we've got nothing to worry about there. But then, obviously, the day before, I've let this till last because I would say this is the bigger announcement.
This is the bigger announcement. More importantly, it's the one with the biggest caveat.
Yes, namely, it's called Konami.
Begins with a K, has an O, M.
And it's Konami. And they have affinity with pachinko machines. But they did a Silent Hill stream.
Yes.
And it was a very good one.
Yes.
It was a very, very good one.
Yes.
A lot of hype.
There is a lot of hype. So, first major announcement, they are remaking Silent Hill 2, which is arguably the best of the series.
Well, it's the most...
it's the most popular. Easily by far the most popular.
It's the most renowned.
Yes. And it's been made by
Bloober?
Bloober. Yeah, it's been made by Bloober, who made... Observation.
Is that not Observer?
Observer, sorry. Yeah, Observer. Who made Observer. Like, their biggest problem Blooper has is their storytelling, a lot of people say. Yeah. And obviously, if they just follow Silent Hill 2...
They don't really need to worry about the story.
Yeah, if they just basically adapt the story...
the good thing about that, though, is that they've got actually people who worked on the original working on with them on this. So it's not like, it's just a completely different team.
The story in Silent Hill 2 is phenomenal. Like, there's nothing you really need to change about it. So, there's that. That was good. It looks amazing. Looks great. Again, caveat, this is Konami we're talking about.
The thing with this one, though, is that I think Sony have actually done something for this. I think because it's going to be a console exclusive
to Sony.
Sony. So I do think Sony may have put some money behind this.
Probably.
So I do believe the Silent Hill 2, I don't actually think we have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Right? There is going to be a
new film.
Which
is going to be an actual proper storyline sequel
to the first one. Because it's the original, the director and the story writer have also come back.
And it's also, like, Sean Bean is actually going to be...
It sounds like Sean Bean's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Which is like, yes, get in. Because, like, I like the first one. I think the first one...
The first one is really true to its Silent Hill roots. It's
good enough.
Yeah.
It does its own thing. Which is what you kind of really want from movies. You don't want them to be a carbon copy of the game, because otherwise, what's the point?
Well, yeah.
But it does it well, and it stays in that Silent Hill frame.
Yeah, it clearly is a Silent Hill game, movie. It has the beats in that distinguishes it as a Silent Hill film. Like you don't watch the entire film and go, okay, so what was this about?
So we
the
got the
second
movie.
Silent Hill movie. Basically tried to copy Resident Evil.
We don't talk about
basically tried to copy Resident Evil. And let me be honest. Resident Evil was shit. The Resident Evil series got gradually much more stupid, worse, and terrible.
Yeah.
Like, if you think the Fast and the Furious got ridiculous, fucking Resident Evil will want someone to hold their beer.
Yeah.
It got the only like there were things in that were only in there because they were in the game, but they were so poorly implemented. Like, it has the Wesker fight from 5.
Yeah.
Where he's like bouncing around and doing like teleporting and in the cargo hold of the plane. Yeah, they have that fight in one of the Resident Evil movies, except it's done so poorly.
Well, yeah, they have the execution dude from 4, not 4, 5. But he's in this big white room and he's like
the only one in there.
He's the only one in there, and it's so out of place. Just like, this does not feel natural.
And it's solely in there that was the one that literally had, this is a 3D movie!
Yeah.
Clearly 3D movie! You watch it in 3D? Nope, well, sucks to be you, because this makes fuck all sense.
But anyway, moving back
to Silent Hill.
We have the movie. We've got sort of like an interactive TV series. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, TV series / interactive.
Where the fan base can
the fan base dictate how the story goes.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell that's gonna work.
Neither do I.
And also,
I'm not gonna watch it because I'm not bothered.
Also, it's Bad Robot.
J.J. Abrams has his hands in this, so I am not watching it.
So, as a person that has watched him destroy both sci-fi series I love, Star Trek and Star Wars, yes, I am unnormal. That is unnormal. I know that.
But yeah, not watching that. That's not happening. Also, yeah.
Even though the people behind Dead by Daylight are involved as well. Which is, but again, J.J. Abrams is associated to this, or Bad Robot's associated to this. Avoid.
Yes, just get away. After that, we've got the Downfall, which is another thing. I think it's like a side game or something. They didn't really go into much detail. Townfall,
Townfall, which is...
They didn't really go massively into detail.
No, but it's going to be... It's set in the Silent Hill, but it's going to be it's not like a Silent Hill game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's from the people that...
It's like that... it's going to be like do you remember there's that game where it's a lass in prison and she's talking to you?
Yeah, her story.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that by the looks of things.
But it's going to be Silent Hill themed, which could be freaky as fucking hell. Disturbingly freaky.
Yeah, so that looks really cool. And then...
I think we should really play those games, though, because they're really interesting.
See, that's the thing. There's none that's really like...
Oh, that's caught your attention.
That's really interesting. Like, her story... I only heard of that game because it was on the Game Awards.
That's right.
I hadn't noticed
I'm trying to remember what the...
I need a game... if I'm going to play it, I want it to, like... catch my attention and be like, yeah. Because if I'm just like, no, play it. I won't get into it. That's just not how I work, unfortunately. Yeah. But then, after that, and this is the thing that got me most hyped. This is the thing that got me most hyped, because I make no secret that I love Eastern mythology.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like monsters and shit like that. The East just have it so much better when it comes to that shit to us.
Like Japanese, Chinese,
Taiwanese,
Southeast
Korean,
Asia horror.
Yeah, basically. All that shit is just they're just so much better at it.
It's very, very creative as well.
Yeah, and it's just all over the place, and it's fantastic, and I love it. But
very disturbing as well at times.
So they showed off a trailer for Silent Hill F, and this is going to be Japanese.
Yeah.
Horror. So
and it's being scripted by the person that brought us Higurashi,
which is just yes.
This is going to be fucked up.
Oh yeah. Well, the trailer was pretty fucked up.
I mean, yeah, the trailer was like, if you didn't like holes, if you had that hole phobia, yeah, this was not a trailer for you.
Yeah, get away.
You had to literally, you probably had to avert your eyes.
Leave the vicinity.
Also, like the peel. Oh. It doesn't scare me per se. It just makes me very uncomfortable. It's very it's very unnerving.
Yeah.
That trailer. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. It's like in a sense, it's like Dead Space.
Well, you can play it with me then.
Yeah, no, but no. It's like I'll probably be able to play this unless it's in first person.
See, that's the thing. We don't know if this is going to be first person.
If it's because it's Konami, they may chase the first person thing.
Yeah,
we don't know yet, but it does kind of have that Dead Space of an unnerving look of it. Yeah. It's like everything just feels wrong.
Yeah,
like nothing's in the place. Like, it starts off with those flowers that are clearly growing out of something that's rotting away.
Yeah. Like,
clearly an animal has died of something. And
they do represent death. Those
flowers do, I know.
Or pain. It's something to do with like pain or death or something like that. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I read up on my mythology.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. But that flower does represent like negative things.
Yeah, bad things happen with those flowers. Those flowers mean bad things have either happened or going to.
So I'm pretty sure they've got blood in their name somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's not likely a good thing.
No, never is. And that was it was obviously just a release trailer, so there wasn't actually any actual gameplay, or we didn't see what the actual game engine's going to look like, or any of that. But on the plus side, it does look interesting. It's going in a completely new direction in style-wise, which is fine.
If I'm honest,
it's still got that. It's still got that the way that Silent Hill distinguishes itself from all the other horror games, where it's like it's not a like in your face
jump scary sort of thing,
pressure horror. It's a very unnerving horror. It's like this is clearly something is clearly wrong.
Yeah,
there's something not nice is happening, sort of thing.
I just think after watching that, and I know you're like, well, it's Konami.
Yeah.
But in my mind, and this is because I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
And I'm optimistic to a fault.
Yeah.
I will hold my hand.
The thing is, though, you didn't watch them butcher your series.
I know that.
You may get.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say it's nice to see Konami actually do something other than fuck it up or just release garbage.
Yes, that is very true.
It's very nice to see that it generally looks like they're trying to do something here. And
that is very true.
It may all go completely tits up, but at this very moment, it's just nice to see that Konami
seems like they are not just shipping a thing to keep it in the public eye.
Yeah.
It does seem like they've actually put some thought, time, and effort into this.
With the amount of Silent Hill stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. God, we didn't even mention all the figures that are coming out.
Exactly. We didn't even mention that. There's a lot of figures coming out. And they're all expensive. There's also skateboards. Yeah. And they're expensive too. Yeah. But it's nice to see that they are putting effort into something other than a pinky machine.
Yes. It is nice.
As much as there is that caveat that this is
Konami. That's the thing. Until it's released, until like Silent Hill 2 is released and Silent Hill F is released, until they're released and we actually see the game in motion, I'm going to have that thing in my head like, this is Konami. They released Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah.
They released
football. They released that Contra game.
They released the Contra game. They have no quality control.
Yeah.
They don't care about their games division anymore. And that's the caveat that I have to. I hate to do it. I've loved watching all these like Silent Hill fans like go absolutely insane with glee that this is happening, and I love it, and I'm happy for them, and I just have that niggling voice in my head saying, they did this to your series though.
Yeah,
they killed your series.
Yeah,
they took Metal Gear and they put that god awful Survive game in, and then they took your football game, turned it into free to play, and released it in an absolutely diabolical state.
Oh yeah.
And then they took Contra and they ruined that as well. So, like, everything they've touched recently has actually gone to complete and utter shit. It's not even like, well, like, it's not even an Overwatch situation where they've just removed stuff and made the game poorer and people are unhappy about certain things and the battle pass is, like, terrible and then everything, right? No. They've literally ruined franchises to the point where they may not be salvageable.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like,
I know that.
That's the caveat we have to be careful of.
Yeah.
If people are happy about Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 2 coming out and everything that's been announced, I'm happy for you. I really, really, really am. Because Silent Hill is a series that, while I personally am not a major fan of because I'm a wuss, it's because I don't like horror games in general. It really does. Like, I overthink things. Like, I overthink things and my imagination starts going a little bit haywire and it just fucks me up. And it just like Mr. Maxwell the test, like, when I was playing Alien Isolation on my own, I was coming off those sessions literally shaking. Literally shaking.
Yeah, there's a reason why I joined his videos halfway through.
I needed the emotional support to get me through certain things.
You needed somebody to tell you, just go through the fucking door.
So, but I understand, like, the importance of having a series like Silent Hill. Like, horror. In the indie scene, horrors usually turns into just a walking simulator and everything. But this is an actual, like, fucking proper bona fide survival horror with an actual pedigree which does something that no other horror series really does to the level of expertise that Silent Hill does.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, Silent Hill, if you want a very, very unnerving horror game that is more like a psychological horror, Silent Hill is the king of it.
Oh, yeah. But I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
We'll end it there. Silent Hill's coming back, guys. It's coming back. Whether it's good or not, we don't know.
We don't know. We hope it is. We really,
I've got
do.
my fingers crossed because I will be getting F. I'm going to wait for actual gameplay for 2. Because the only reason why I didn't play the original ones is because, 1, you couldn't get them. And 2...
I think you were under 18 when it came out anyway.
Yeah, but the Silent Hill games here, when...
Oh, God, yeah.
1 and 2 came out, I was still...
This was before the internet, people.
Yeah, so Silent Hill 1 and 2, like, it was ridiculously hard to get those games, to find them. Yeah. It was not easy. And 2, I've never been a massive fan of tank controls. I do not like them. I didn't like them in Resident Evil. It's why Resident Evil 4 was like... although I did play 1 and 2, I will always say Resident Evil 4 was my first Resident Evil, because that was the first game that...
Like, you actually played start to finish.
I played from start to finish, and I enjoyed all the way. It's why when Resident Evil 2 got remastered with the over-the-shoulder everything, I fucking bought that shit up. I was like, this is why I want 1 to be remastered. Yeah. Into that, so I can play that properly and enjoy it. Because tank controls are just... No, like they're outdated now. You do not need, unless you're doing a game that is specifically done. Because I know there's people who like there's been fan games made of that old style. So unless you're specifically doing it for that reason, I do not see any reason why you should have tank controls in your games.
I think the only reason people would have you would have tank controls.
So I'm gonna wait because I'm sure they did say that Silent Hill 2 was gonna be an over the shoulder thing.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna wait until I see a little bit more of it. But I probably will be getting it because Silent Hill has always been that series because I've read books that are set for Silent Hill.
You've watched the movies.
I've watched the movies. I've read the comics. The actual main thing I haven't actually done is playing the games because I do not want to play with tank controls. So with this, I'm probably I might actually enjoy it, even though I know the original was tank controls, and I probably would have hated it back then. Yeah. But that's fine. That is fine. But yeah, Silent Hill's back, which is absolutely fantastic. It really, really, really is fantastic that this is coming back, because this is a game that did not deserve the shit that it went through after 3. Because although 3 wasn't as good as 2, 3 was still a pretty good game.
Yeah, 3 was, and it also, like, 3 as a end of a trilogy was actually a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And then you had 4, The Room.
The Room, then you had Downpour, and all
which
this...
was basically just a retelling of 1?
No, Downpour was the...
Downpour was the really
where you
bad...
were the convict.
Oh,
you were the prisoner.
That was the one that actually gave you...
I think you're on about Book of Memories or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the retelling of 1 that was on the it was on the PSP.
Yeah, which was terrible.
Which was just terrible. It's just like that franchise deserved a much better send off than like what it had. So the fact that it's coming back and that like they really seem to be putting a lot into this.
Yeah, they're actually putting effort into it, which is
really nice.
The one like positive that I can take from it, like that doesn't instantly throw it instantly out of the window of like, yeah, no, I'm not trusting Konami with this, I don't care. Like the fact that it seems to be an actual effort between the people who are actually making the games.
Yeah.
So
fingers crossed. But anyway, that'll be our chat. I do hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a while for anybody who does regularly watch us, which I'm pretty sure is nobody. But anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.